Let's play box. The way it works is that you're going to set up a grid using 8 face-up cards as you see here. The first player is going to draw a card from the deck, and they're going to try to determine if there's a card that contains a root from the drawn card and as many roots from the grid as possible. Prevent works, preventable works, prosecute, preservation. They would ideally want to go for the combination that gives them the most points. In this case, it might be these 3 cards. They'll take those 3 cards, show them to the other players, and say word. If anybody disputes that there's a word that contains those 3 roots, those players would say word. That player will then say preventable, leaving it open for anybody to challenge. Once it's been validated by all the player is going to collect that book, place it down in front of them. You then replace the grid with 2 new cards. If a wild card is drawn, the player can use that card to stand in for any other valid rule. Clearly the biggest card here would be self. The player would pick those 2 cards up, show them to the other players, and say word. If any other player wants to challenge that play, they can say word, and that person will give a valid word, they collect the book, and then the grid is replaced. Gameplay continues until one player has reached 10 books. Then they'll open up the books and count the score. If the drawn card doesn't match anything on the grid, that goes into a burn pile to the left. For full rules, gameplay variations, visit us at SAYWORDgame.com.